To the transactions of your wisdom, teach us, show us what we need to do differently, empower us for our next levels. In Jesus' name, amen. Please, you may sit. I would speak on elements of excellence. Elements of excellence. And I'll say a couple of things that I believe will be very helpful and very useful to us. If you are in this service for the very first time, I'd like to welcome you to our Leadership and Economic Development service. The third service is a different kind of service. It's very different from the first two. In this service, we focus on teaching you about leadership, teaching you about building capacity, teaching you about personal development, and everything that you need to complement what you want to become and whatever it is that you're already doing. We teach business too in this service. So it's a unique service, one of a kind. All right, in Exodus chapter 31, from verse 1 all the way to verse 6. Verse 1 to verse 6. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, See, I have called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uri, the son of Or, of the tribe of Judah. And I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom, and in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship, to devise cunning works, to work in gold, in silver, and in brass, and in cutting of stones, to set them, and in carving of timber, to work in all manner of workmanship. And I, behold, I have given with him Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan. And in the hearts of all that are wise-hearted, I have put wisdom, that they may make all that I have commanded thee. Come to Daniel chapter 6. Daniel chapter 6. We'll read from verse 1 to verse 4. Daniel 6. From verse 1 to 4. Okay. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom. And over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. Verse 3 says, Then this Daniel was preferred. Somebody say preferred. Say it one more time. Say preferred. Meaning if there were 100 choices, he was the one preferred. If they selected the very best 5, he still stood out of the 5. He was preferred. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm. Okay, let's talk. Excellence is always a distinguishing factor. Excellence is always a distinguishing factor. Someone defined excellence as the ability to exceed expectation. The ability to exceed expectation. If you're going to stand out, if you're going to do great things, if you're going to last very long in whatever it is that you're doing, if you're going to make good profits, if you're going to have great visibility, excellence cannot be compromised. Excellence cannot be compromised, right? Now, excellence is not something you do one time very well. Excellence is something you repeatedly do. Excellence is something you repeatedly do. Now, so what are the things that can enable us grow in excellence, achieve excellence, and be consistent at it. Number one, you must be highly resourceful. You can't be excellent if you're not highly resourceful. There's got to be a knowledge base. There's got to be a knowledge base. A knowledge base. You must be highly resourceful. You must know your onions. You must understand whatever it is that you're doing so very well that you're highly knowledgeable at it. In marketing research, it is said that people are more willing to do business with you when they see you as a consultant rather than seeing you as somebody who wants their money. Let me repeat that. In business, people are more likely to commit their money to you when they look at you as a consultant, like someone highly knowledgeable in what they want, rather than just someone who's interested in their money. Let's break it down. This means that somebody wants to buy a dress, has an occasion they need to attend, and they have probably brought an idea and they want to hear what you have to say. And then you break it down, you talk about the occasion, you talk about the elements of that occasion, and you give them ideas on what's the best, what you would suggest. You're not forcing it on them, but what you would suggest about this occasion, what kinds of dresses would pass and make them stand out. Maybe a dress that looks classy, a dress that fits the occasion, a dress that blah, 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 blah. You list it all out and they listen to you. You sound like someone who really knows what you're talking about. You're not just someone who wants them to pay you 70,000 or 100 or 50 as the case may be to make the dress. You're sounding like someone who knows much about dressing. And you want to contribute that knowledge in such a way that they will stand out when they go for their occasion. So you see, it's easier to trust you with their money because they look at you as someone who's highly knowledgeable in what you're doing rather than someone who is begging to get their money. So your posturing in business matters a lot, right? So my number one is what? Be highly resourceful. Be highly resourceful. Don't just sell fruit juices. Oh, it's natural. It's good. It's healthy. If you're going to be dealing with certain kinds of juices more often, why don't you go the extra mile of finding out what kinds of vitamins or what the specific nutritional value of the fruits you're using are and why you choose to combine this and that. For example, did you know that when it comes to the absorption of certain nutrients, the presence of a certain element can make it easier to absorb something? Did you know that when carrots are simmered, the nutrients in them are more available to the body than when they're eaten raw? This does not mean you can't eat them raw, but it's good to know. So when you start talking and you open your mouth, someone is listening because you are contributing to their body of knowledge or to their wealth of knowledge. You must know why you do what. You're not just doing it because you want money. You have a strong reason and you can talk about it. You can talk about it. So here you are making orange juices. Why do I need to take fresh orange juice? Or pineapple juice? Why do I need to take pineapple? Do you understand? Oh, it's sweet. It's natural. It's good. It's tasty. I know that already. But tell me something more. Tell me something more. So be highly knowledgeable in whatever it is you are doing. Be highly knowledgeable. I don't just want to be able to sew clothing. I want to be able to choose fabric. Did you know you can be a fantastic designer and not have the knowledge of how to select fabric? Some people don't sew, but if they choose fabric for you, you wonder whether it's the same market you go to because they just have an eye for it. They have an eye for it. They have an eye for it. So to sewing, I would say someone who is involved in that business should also have the knowledge of functionality. Don't just sew me a nice dress. How functional is this dress? Why do I need to wear this at such a time of the year? Do you understand? So that shows that you know beyond just running the threads and running the needles. You know something. And so I expect that you'd expose yourself not only to books that show you designs, but to magazines, lifestyle magazines that teach you about clothing and fabric in seasons, in places, in occasions. Be highly knowledgeable in your craft. Number 2, set standards. You can't be excellent if you don't set standards. So everybody has heard that your jollof rice is the finest on the street or the finest in the city. Your jollof rice, oh, that jollof rice, that jollof rice. And then this guy eats it once, he says, yes, that jollof rice. Then he gets his friends. He comes with 15 other people on this day to eat that jollof rice that he's been talking about for the last 6 months. And on this day, the jollof rice is not jollof. It's jollof. And he's so disappointed, and that's the end, the very end. I was sharing one time and I said, why do you think KFC in Lagos will taste the same? And by the same, I mean at least. The difference is not so much. The same with KFC in London. I've had KFC in London. It tastes the same as the one I've had in Lagos. I've had KFC in Asia. I've had KFC in the US. And the tastes are the same. How are you able to achieve that? Because they have standards. It's not just enough that the chefs can fry the chicken and put something on it. No. The dough, the flour that chicken is dipped in, the mix is consistent from Asia to Nigeria. The mix is consistent. For how long are you going to fry? Do you just keep frying for as long as you want? Or dip, marinate for 12 hours, maybe. Deep fry for 5 minutes. Do this, do that, do that. There are standard protocols for frying that chicken, preparing and frying the chicken. So wherever you eat that chicken, it tastes the same because there are standards. You can't get a shirt right today and the next day one shoulder is higher than the other. Oh, come on, people. Do you get what I'm saying? It means there are no standards. There's got to be standards in the procedures. Now, why do you even need standards? Let me tell you why you need standards. You cannot grow as a business if you don't have standards. Because sometimes the founder of the business is very good at what they do. They do it so very well that they don't believe anybody else can do it like they do. Now, you sew. You have 500 orders and only you can sew. You don't want to die behind a sewing machine. Do you get it? Judge Ramani just passed away, I think last week or so, at the age of, is that 91 or so? Oh my. That was a global fashion icon. The Armani himself, Judge Armani is someone's name. Yeah, so the guy just died at the age of, I think, 91 or so. How did that brand become what it is today? So you're going through the airport, or maybe you're in the high street in London, or you're in Macy's in New York, and you want to buy anything that has Armani on it. You've got to have money to buy Armani. Do you understand what I'm saying? You might find something similar that is $15. And Armani is selling it for $200. And guess what? They are not looking for customers. Because there are lots of people shopping with them. How does Dolce & Gabbana keep whatever it is that they do high class? You think, now Dolce & Gabbana are two guys. I hope you know. Dolce & Gabbana, these are two guys. They don't sit behind all those machines and sew all the hundreds and thousands of clothing. No. And what you want to know is that many things sold in the UK, sold in the US, some are made in Bangladesh, some are made in India, some are made in Mexico, some are made in China, different parts of the world. Of course, they leverage on cheap labor. So, but how are those people able to make the clothing to the standard, or how are the clothing the same? Because there's a preset standard. Whether you're sewing in Mexico or you're sewing in Bangladesh, in India, in China, or Kuala Lumpur, wherever it is that you're sewing, there is the same standard. There is the same standard. I buy shoes in the UK and sometimes you just check, made in, it's a London shoe. Can be 𝐀𝐤𝐭 London, but it's made in India. So they probably have a factory in India, or they have outsourced some of their stuff to these people in these places, and they meet a certain standard. Have standards. If you cook afang soup very well, one day ask yourself, why does my afang soup taste so good? How can I get somebody else to cook it in exactly the same way? Or the entire restaurants that close just because, you know, Chef Rasmus is on vacay. And so no one's going to eat because, no, I don't trust anybody else afang soup. But when Chef Rasmus touches that afang, I know something is going to come out of it. Now, so but how about having standards? Cookbooks were developed because of the understanding of certain standards. 2 spoons of this plus 1 spoon of that, 1 spoon of that. You might think they're wasting time. Oh, come on, I can do it. I don't need a cookbook, But if you're going to proliferate, if you're going to expand, okay, excuse me, how many people sitting here trust God for expansion in their lives? Me being number 1. How can you run a restaurant chain if God blessed you and gave you 5 major restaurants? 5 major restaurants that had the potential, let's imagine, of giving you 1 million each day. Each could give you 1 million each day. You think that's impossible? Oh, come on, my friend. Go around town and see what's happening. Go to places. Go to Port Harcourt, Abuja. Look at 𝐷𝐵𝐵𝐵. If you see what's happening in these places, how much food costs, and when you enter there, the number of people you see, those are the ones you saw when you came. Many others came and left before you came. Many others will come and leave after you have left. There are people making money. So what if you could make 5 million each day? Let me tell your neighbor, 5 million. Tell your neighbor, tell him 5 million. Daily. Daily. Now say it's possible. So 10 days is how much? 50 million. 100 days. 100 days. Oh, come on, people. Don't just tell me 500 million. Tell me 500 million. You must call that billion, man. 500 million. See, conquer the numbers in your head so that you get used to certain things. You conquer it in your mind and then you get ready to touch it with your hands. These are numbers. They're numbers. Don't let numbers terrify you. Now, but what would you do if you had all of that? What would you do? And since you have to be where your afang soup will taste well. So if you're in branch number 1, the other 4 branches, the afang soup is going to taste horrible. You go to branch number 2, then the other branches will suffer. No, you're not ready for business. Then someone's fear is, if they know how to cook like me, they're going to steal my business. There is the principle of trade secrets. Every business has a trade secret. Look, there are mixes that should be pre-mixed. Instead of saying, use this spice, use this spice, use this spice. What if you had 7 spices already mixed in one? In a proportion that only you knows. So you have Chef AK's special mix. So on the menu will be steam for 5 minutes, 2 spoons of Chef AK's special mix. Only me knows what is inside. Do you get what I'm saying? So that becomes my trade secret. That becomes my trade secret. Number 1, be highly resourceful. Number 2, Now, number 3 is connected to number 2, but I'm going to mention it anyways. Be consistent. Consistency is number 3. Consistency. If there's going to be excellence, there must be consistency. You can't be good today, bad tomorrow. You can't taste good today and taste horrible the next day. And then let's stop all this. Oh, I wasn't the one that cooked it. Oh, it was this, my boy. You've not trained your boy. That's why your boy didn't represent you well. So go and arrange your trade secrets so that you can feel comfortable with drawing up a menu that has standards. Now, if you don't have standards, you can't run a culinary school. Because you see, beyond cooking, a time will come when you should start thinking of raising chefs, registering a culinary institute. And there are culinary schools all around the world. Look, broaden your vision. Tell your neighbor, broaden your vision. If you're not thinking big, you will behave small. You will behave small if you're not thinking big. Number 4, quality control. If there's going to be excellence, there must be quality control. Okay, let me ask you a question. Since we're already talking about food, and interestingly, I have some chefs here already. So since we're talking about food, in your estimation, what is your description of well-cooked afang soup? Do you understand? You must have specific descriptions. You must have specific descriptions. When I cook my stew, let me tell you something, without divulging my trade secret. And I was cooking in the kitchen and I had kitchen staff looking into the pot. Only me knew what I was doing. Because at some point, I did like this. I was looking for one smell. Then I waited another few seconds. Yes, I said, now let's put the tomatoes. I knew just the place. And I learned that from someone when I was a young boy in secondary school. So I would spend holidays. It was a boarding school, but I would spend holidays with this guardian of mine. And boy, he could cook stew. So he taught me that, and I haven't forgotten it. There is the place where to add your tomatoes. The place. If you miss it, even by an inch, before or after, it cannot taste the same. It can't taste the same. So when I'm frying my onions, I look for that place. And I've trained myself through the years that I can smell the place. Oh, come on, people. Come on. Okay, so back to my question. What are your parameters, or what are the different things you can use to qualify either a good stew or afang soup or something? There must be specific descriptions. How do I know when I have hit the mark? How do I know? These things are very important. I don't know what I ate in some place one time, and I said to myself, I said, this food is good, but I could taste the different things individually. That's not good cooking. It was good, but if it had steamed for just 5 more minutes, it should have been perfect. Because I could see that the mixtures were good, the meat was well seasoned, this was well done, that was well done, but I was tasting everything individually. You know how you taste the seasoning, then you taste the spice, you taste the this, and you taste the that. No, that's not good cooking. In good cooking, everything must integrate. Everything must integrate together. Quality control. How would you help the people learning from you know when they have hit the mark? How would you? Very important. So quality control is very important. How do I know that something is off? How do I prevent something going off tangent? What are the different things? What are the different things? Okay, let me share 2 more things on excellence, and there's a lot more to share, but I'll share 2 more. Interpersonal relations. Interpersonal relations. I've said time and again that every success you will enjoy will be given to you as an opportunity from somebody. Do you understand? No matter how good you are, no matter how awesome you are, if somebody never gives you an opportunity to express that awesomeness, then it's going to die with you. It's going to die with you. Someone has got to give you an opportunity that reveals what you have and what you can do. So, one of the most important skills that every person who's going to be very successful must have is interpersonal relations. You have to learn how to relate with people. You must shift from your mold a little bit. And that's how I am. My face is always strong. I don't laugh much. I was born with a strong face. My mother told me, hey, listen, you will cry. You will cry. We've looked at that psychological research that says people form their opinions and prejudices of you based on how they observe you from a distance. You may be the kindest of hearts. You might be the sweetest of souls. But unfortunately, not many people are going to relate with you first to determine what they think you are. People are going to look at you from a distance and say, she looks like a snob, and avoid you. They might encounter you in the future sometime, but you would have already lost many opportunities in the past. Learn how to relate with people, and you must move from your mold. Relating with people does not mean you're changing your temperament. Relating with people does not mean you're going to become noisy or a nuisance. No, just learn how to relate with people. Some people are so antisocial that you can pass people who are in the same community as you and not say hi, not move your neck left or right, you just straight. That's not okay. How do you not even say hello to people in your immediate community? By immediate community, could be your classmates, could be church, could be office, could be people you see often in the place where you work or live or something. There must be, you can't be stone cold like that. No. Learn how to meet people. Check every truly great man. They know how to relate with people. The story is told of, is that Roosevelt? I don't know if it's Theodore Roosevelt, but one of the presidents of the United States. Or Eleanor, is that Eleanor? Anyways, one of them. When I'm very sure, I'm going to give you the name. But one of the presidents of the United States, was said to have had great influence with people. And his key was that he knew people by name. He knew people by name, including White House staff, to cleaners and people you would not think that he would have business with. He knew all these janitors, cleaners. He knew people by name. And as a matter of fact, in the laws of influence, one of the laws is to know people by name. I have trained myself through the years to identify people by name. So if the name doesn't stick, I will ask over and over until it sticks. Because I want to call people by their name. Learn how to relate to people. Wear a smile. Stop keeping your face like you're the one who helped Jesus take the cross. Oh yeah? Every time people have to ask you, are you okay? Are you all right? Is everything? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? No. It's not a good thing. Don't be attracting pity. You are not born for pity. Wear that dazzling smile. And don't always let others ask you your name. You can also take the initiative of asking people their name. Hi, I'm 𝐀𝐤𝐭. Can I meet you? Now, for people who are your peers or people younger, you can stretch your hands to shake. For people ahead of you, let them stretch their hands. For ladies, as a rule of thumb, let them stretch their hands. Whatever level, let them stretch their hands, unless, of course, they are kids. I hope you understand. Did you get what I just said? Okay, let me repeat. When someone is your peer or younger than you, you can stretch your hands. You can initiate stretching your hands for them to shake you. If it is someone ahead of you, it's always better to have them stretch their hands to shake you. You can just position yourself, but let them stretch their hands to shake you. Then I said, for ladies, always let ladies, whether they are your peer or, in opposite sex, situations, let the lady be the one to stretch her hand first. In etiquette skills, that's what it is. Unless, of course, this person is your friend, your buddy, and you can relate informally. But in a formal situation, let the lady stretch her hand first. Then I said, unless this girl is a kid, a baby, or just a really young girl, you can stretch your hands. That's fine. But a lady, let the lady stretch her hands first. I've given all the exceptions. If that person is your buddy, friend, you can relate informally, that's fine. If that person is a kid, that's fine. But on any other level, always let the lady stretch her hands first. Now, there is a different situation. If it's the situation of a lady and a prominent figure, by prominent figure, father figure, or someone highly revered, and so on. Again, there too, the protocol is switched. Okay, so please understand it. It will help you. I will close with, by the way, what's my number one? Be highly resourceful. Number two, set standards. Number three, be consistent. Number four, quality control. Number five, interpersonal relations. Okay, the last one, I'll just scratch it. Etiquette skills. You need etiquette skills. You need etiquette skills. You're going to sit with very important people in your life. I finally heard what I was hoping to hear. I heard it faintly. Only one person truly believes it. Well, yes, you will sit with very important people. Unless, of course, that's not part of your expectation, part of your vision, and all. But you will sit with very important people. I've sat with mayors. I've sat with members of Congress in the U.S. I've sat with state senators in the U.S. You will sit with people. Do you understand? And you must prepare yourself. Don't be in the habit of always being careless about standards or acting like some things don't matter. It's you. It will shock you. The day God starts answering prayers that you prayed 7 years ago, you will be amazed. You will be amazed. You will be amazed. One day you just find yourself in the government house dining with the governor. Yeah. These things are not even, well, maybe because I've seen them, it will happen. Unless you don't have a dream, you don't have vision, you're not going to be anything prominent. But we're teaching excellence. If you're going to actually be excellent, then I'm telling you that doors of important rooms will open to you. Circles of influence, you will be able to sit within circles of influence. I'm telling you, you will get there. 2 days ago, was that 2 days ago or 3 days ago? So I was invited to speak at very short notice. I was given like 2 days notice. I don't know what happened within the system, but anyways, someone who was part of that group called me and said, we need you to be our keynote speaker. And this was going to be the next 2 days for a very important meeting. Who are the kinds of people who attended this meeting? The power brokers of our state and our city. Yes, the power brokers. I can give you just 1 or 2 examples and I'll leave the rest. People like the owner of Hit FM, you know, people, very, very important people. And if I mention names, you will know. I'm not interested in mentioning names right now. And I'm going to be the keynote speaker in a retreat that these people have with themselves. Okay, but the person who invited me was too sure that I would deliver. So I get to this place, I'm received, and it's my turn to speak, and I speak, and they don't want me to leave the venue. They said, you have set the tone for the meeting we came here to have. We can't allow you to live like that. We need your inputs. We need you to be part of organizing, making sure that what we are deciding here is in order. Then they said, you need to become a part of us. And this one says, yes, 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 yes. And I sat there smiling. I sat there smiling. Excellence will open doors for you. It will bring you within circles of influence, and it will help you to be retained there. So, I talked about etiquette skills. Etiquette skills are generally referred to social graces. You know, and there's so many etiquette skills, from phone answering etiquette. Some people have closed doors by just answering phones wrongly. And I've said this sometimes. Don't be careless in how you answer a phone. You don't know who's calling you. You don't know who's calling. Let me ask you a question. Do you have the phone number of the current Minister for Sports? Do you have the phone number of the Attorney General of the Federation? What bothers me is people who are still praying for God to bless them with 100,000 claim that they don't answer calls from numbers they don't have. You are not serious. You will die broke. The governor takes calls. Yes. It's empty pride, though. Empty pride. Empty. Can you have everybody's number? You can't. Do you have the chief of staff to the president's number? Okay, do you have the chief of staff to your local government chairman's number? You don't have it. You don't have it. I don't take calls when I don't have the number. Go and rest, Joe. Go and rest. You can't have everybody's number. You don't know who's calling you. Anyways, phone answering etiquette. You have restaurant etiquette. You have dining etiquette. You have cocktail etiquette. You have conversation etiquette. So you are in important places having a conversation and you're not dominating the conversation. You're not interrupting people rudely. You're allowing the conversation flow. You need all this knowledge. Let me share just half of one and I'll run through. Cocktail etiquette. Why is a cocktail called a cocktail? Don't think too deep. Because the tail of a cock stands. That's why. And okay, how does it have anything to do with cocktail? Because the event starts with standing. A cocktail starts with people standing. What's the purpose of the cocktail part of a dinner? It's for interaction. It's not for eating. In cocktail etiquette, your aim for attending a cocktail should never be for food. I know some people are FFF, but, some people don't know what FFF is. Friend for food. FFF, So your aim should never be to be there for food. You attend a cocktail to connect with people. And so when you're attending a cocktail, one of the preparations is to find out the attendees. What kinds of people are coming to the cocktail? Number 2, get your complimentary cards. Oh, my bag. Okay. Anyways, I have a complimentary card in my bag. So your complimentary card should be prepared. And in public relations psychology, right, it is said that your publicity materials speak volumes of your person and professionalism. That means that's how you see a flyer that is done anyhow. In your mind, you just say, these people are not serious. Do you get? These people are not even serious. That's how you look at another flyer. Wow. You can't throw it away. You want to keep it for reference. Your mind already tells you that the kinds of people associated with this event must be very important people. Your mind tells you this is the kind of place to be. So that is very important. Now, so your complimentary card can speak volumes of you. Did you know that? Now, does anybody have their complimentary card here? Let me have your complimentary card. Lawrence, good. So I'm going to do a free consultation for your card. So I'll look at it. I'll critique it, and if you need any improvements, I'll tell you. That's fine. That's why we have this kind of card. Now, but this is a nice card. Anyways, this is a nice card. The moment you give someone a card, oh, I didn't even realize I did that myself. Did you see what I did when I took that card from him? I quickly flipped it. That's what anybody does when you give them your card. And listen, when someone flips your card back and forth, they already know whether the next place you should go is the trash or your card holder. Yes. So you have to prepare your cards. It's better to have 20 cards that are high class than 150 cards that will end up for sure in the trash can. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you must plan your card. Plan it and make it look beautiful. If you know the people who are going to attend, when you attend the cocktail, focus on them. Say hi to everyone in your way, but focus your conversations on the people you're already planning to meet. It is also said in cocktail etiquette that within 24 to 48 hours of meeting people and striking up connections, make sure you reach out to them so that they don't easily forget you, because you wait for 2 weeks or for 3 weeks and then you start describing, I am that guy that wore that nice red shirt that you said you liked, that this, that. I'm that person now. Have you forgotten me? Why? You will describe and be tired. But within 24 hours, if you are able to call, also, this is Leonard. it was a pleasure meeting you, and da 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 da. And then he might say, can we meet next week or something? Maybe fix an appointment for you to continue whatever it was that you discussed when you met. You have to. Now, always leave one hand free in a cocktail. Like I said, the aim of a cocktail is not food. But there will be finger food going all around. There will be drinks going all around. So if you've picked your juice or, whatever it is that you're drinking, it should be in one hand. You always leave one hand available to meet people. So let's imagine this is my drink. So I have my drink here. Always leave one hand available to meet people. The finger food is usually such that it comes in toothpicks, or you have toothpick. Use a toothpick, pick, wipe your mouth, keep that hand clean and available to meet people. Now, but the person whose aim and vision is food. You have drink here, your eyes are shining for whatever is passing. You have puff puff, spring rolls, samosa. Your lips have been glossed with oil. Then you stumble on the governor. Ah, sir! Your mouth is... and your hands are full of oil. You have just missed an opportunity. Two things will happen instantly. Number one, you feel like you don't belong. You look at that moment like you don't belong to this room. You look like you don't belong to this room. That is number one. Number two, you are in an awkward situation. Because this is the governor. And maybe unconsciously, without even seeing that your hands were full of stuff, he has stretched out his hand to shake you. Will you juggle the small chops or throw them away? And listen, if your star is going to dim that day, it would be to throw the things away and rub. Want to quickly clean your hands so that you can shake the governor. I'm sorry, you are toast, because that's it. You are complete toast. You are gone. You're finished. That's it. You've not seen people wiping their hand on their shokoto just to shake hands with somebody. That's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. You're done. So that's it about a cocktail. And other things like, don't use your hand to clean sweat from your face. Just that motor park spirit that has stayed, that has not been casted out. You are just talking to someone very important, talking very serious business, sweating profusely, just subconsciously. Oh no, you've spoilt it. You have spoilt it. Don't do that. Always have a clean handkerchief. Use your hanky. And if it's a paper towel, just dab gently, right? Please, we all had to learn these things. So don't feel embarrassed if you have to learn these things, but they're going to make you better. Never pick your nose in public. It's one of the worst sins of social etiquette. One of the worst. One of the worst. Do not pick your nose in public. Don't pick your nose. Do not. It's one of the worst sins. You can't be talking to someone and picking your nose. No. And don't even do it in public where people see you, because they're going to avoid you. Yeah, it's gross. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't scratch your body profusely in public. What are you doing there? Stop it. No matter what bothers you there. If it's a punch, you need to punch once and focus. What? I'm telling you. Because I also noticed that tension manifests in different ways. Sometimes you're fine. Sometimes you're just fine. Until you're standing before someone respectable. Things just start happening to you. Your scalp just starts itching. How can you carry the microphone to stand before, and then you just say, well, I'm not very sure, but oh no. Oh no. You finished us. You did. Well, I hope you learned something today. You should definitely get ready. Okay. Minister Victory, you sent this, right? Yeah, so we have a finishing school coming up. The finishing school is going to have the etiquette skills, it's going to have conversation etiquette, phone answering etiquette, even cocktail etiquette, dining etiquette with practicals. Dining etiquette with practicals, yeah. So you learn how to navigate eating in public. The date is the 3rd of October. It's Friday the 3rd of October. It's going to be 6 p.m. 6 p.m. This is registered for. Registration is a token and it's 20,000 naira. There's an early bird registration which ends on the 20th of September. What's today's date? 7th. So you have like 2 weeks for the early bird. Early bird is 15,000. I don't know why, but yeah, but it's 15,000. Now you're going to eat. It's going to be real food. So you're going to eat because we will do practicals. So for those interested, Minister Victory, how do we register? I'm sorry? Okay, so there's going to be a link posted for registrations. Okay, if you're not on the WhatsApp group, you can just meet him. You can even register directly with him. If not, wait for the link. It will be posted and you can pay online. So we're going to do that. Alrighty, we've had so much for today already. The Lord bless you. Amen. Shall we rise? Did you enjoy this class? So go back and do better. And let me encourage you, go and start practicing how to use cutlery. I mean, even from your own home, right? Just practice. It helps. It helps to practice. When you're learning to use your left hand to eat with a fork, for some people, your hands will shake and shake and shake. You might miss the way to your mouth a couple times. Can be really frustrating, especially if you're eating beans that is not soft, that keeps falling out of the fork. That keeps falling out of the fork. But there are skills, eventually. Oh, come on, Arit. Don't do this to me, Arit. Does it not always fall out of the fork? It does. It does. So but with time, you will get comfortable. You get comfortable just for the fun of it and for practice. Because we can be saying these things and someone in their fufu mind can just say, I beg. Me and fufu, I cannot use cutlery for fufu. It has to be my hands. And no problem. There's actually no rule that says you cannot use your hand to eat fufu, even if you're dining with the president. Please understand. So when I'm teaching you dining etiquette, I'm going to teach you the hacks, right? Yeah, you can ask for water and wash your hands. Anywhere in the world is acceptable. You can ask for water and wash your hands. But let me promise you, there will be times when it is a situation where there's either no water close by or you don't have all that time to arrange for water and do this and do that, and you need to just eat now. Still have the skill. Even if you're not going to use it often, let it be there. Know you have it. So that whenever it's needed, you can pull it out. Isn't it? Yes. As a matter of fact, for dining etiquette, that's why it's good to know these things. Because I bet you're not going to die small. Yes. You won't. And start preparing yourself. Stop thinking that, when I'm 47, or when I'm 52, or when I'm 81. No. A door can open this week and you will find yourself dining with kings. I'm telling you the truth. I've dined with all kinds of people, from billionaires to governors to, yeah. A door can open at any time and you're going to sit with these people and dine. Just represent yourself well. Do you understand? So you can start practicing at home. The knife is in your right hand, not your left. The fork is in your left. But there are many different hacks. In eating with both together, the knife in your right hand, the fork on your left. Just practice at home for fun, Even if you're taking a few minutes to practice, then you can abandon it and go back to your hands. Yeah, because for some people, if they eat with fork and knife, they don't feel satisfied. Until there's a molding to do. There has to be some form of molding. If they don't mold it, no. They have not eaten it. Yeah, and some people have a way of throwing it up too. It's okay. Enjoy your food the way you want to enjoy it, but know what you need when the need arises. When the need arises. All right.